Hello, welcome. I am chit-chatting because I'm getting ready for a coaching session that I have in about 20 minutes. But I thought that this was so cool to share with you guys. If you have been tuning in to our weekly lives, let me know. Let me know where you're tuning in from. How is it going? How are you guys doing? I'm not a makeup artist at all. I just get very ready very quickly. I just need concealer and blush and hello my beautiful friends. Hello, welcome everyone. So if you have been tuning in for the past week, then you know that we have been talking about clearing energy and how your energy really affects your results in your life. And good morning, Susie from San Francisco. Oh my God, so cool. It's really early for you guys, no? It's what, 9 maybe? So one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys is a conversation that I had with one of my clients. It's 9. Welcome. This is just a girls chit chat moment. And if you are feeling stuck in your business, or if you are feeling that you're not making any progress and you're not moving forward, stay until the end because I want to share with you something. No gatekeeping, none of it. And I want to share it with you because I wish somebody. Hi, Adri. I haven't seen you in a long time. We've been doing lives every single day. You know, this is something that I wish somebody would have shared with me when I started my business and throughout the years. So I have been coaching healers and coaches for 9 years now. And yesterday I was having a conversation with one of my clients. And my client was telling me, you know, Vanessa, I feel defeated. I feel like I have tried so many things. I have done so many courses. I have done so many things. And I don't feel that I have been moving as far as I should, or I don't feel that, you know, I don't even have like the mental energy or the mental capacity. So the first thing is, when someone shares that with you, it's really important that you understand that that's a real thing, right? Because when we are overwhelmed, what happens in our body, and I've shared this throughout the whole week, right? And if you want to go on YouTube and see the past lives that we've done, then you can do that. So one of the things that is important to know is that if you are feeling this way, let's talk a little bit about what happens in your body. So the first thing that happens is when you are feeling overwhelmed, there is a lack of order or a lack of coherence, right? And this is science, this is psychological, physiological. In your body, what happens is all of your blood goes to your legs because your body thinks that there's a predator coming after you, and it is not the time to be motivated, it is not the time to be creative, it is not the time to feel empowered. It's actually the time to run, to fight, or to freeze, which is, if you translate it into business operations, I want to say it is a time that we procrastinate, is a time that we self-doubt ourselves because we are completely in fear. Our brain has taken over. The area in our brain called the amygdala, which is the one that controls fear, is completely activated. It's very strong, and it is the one that is making all of the decisions, right? And when that happens in your brain, then there is no communication with the body, because right now what your brain is trying to do is keep you safe and keep you alive. And what happens is you start generating more thoughts that lead to more emotions of fear, of nothing will work for me, of how hard it is, of I have tried everything in the past. And I don't know if you've ever been in that situation, but growing a business, I have experienced those feelings many times, right? So the first thing to know is that that is something that is happening within our body. And when that happens, our vision is also affected, because when we are feeling stuck and we have fear and we're not feeling creative and we're not feeling disempowered, really what happens is we need to conserve energy, because again, our body thinks that there's a predator coming for us. There's something really bad that is going to happen. So 2 ways that our body protects ourselves is, if I think of worst case scenario, and let me know in the comments if you have ever experienced this, it means that if I can anticipate to worst case scenario, somehow my body feels that I am being protected, meaning I am getting ready for war, right? And you want to be in that situation prepared for war. So you feel more of, I can't do anything, nothing will work, and I want to control the outcomes or the worst case scenarios. So this is all of that is happening within your body. Another thing that happens is your vision becomes convergent, which means that you can't imagine a better solution. You are only focused on the problem, and now we know that what we focus on expands, and that problem seems to be getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Whether the problem is you can't get more clients, you can't make more sales, you don't know what to say, you don't know how to show up. It is a moment where you physically feel that you can't move or you can't move forward. And when, thank you for the follow. Thank you guys. Have you ever experienced this? Because if you haven't, then I'm just speaking to no one. But if you've experienced this, then let me know below, because I can't believe I just subscribed to your channel. Where have I been? Hello, my love. At least you've been here with me, and I appreciate that, and thank you. So here's what's something that is pretty awesome. You can get out of all of that. And getting out of all of that doesn't mean, it doesn't start with taking more action. Okay, it doesn't. So I'm going through just that very thing right now. Okay, good. So listen to this. I'll make it short because I have a coaching session in about 20 minutes. So when you are, hello, my love. When you are, let's start with the point where you are self-sabotaging yourself. You are trying to control an outcome. You are feeling defeated. Like, I could be so advanced in my business. I can't make this work. Nothing is going to work for me. I feel tired, overwhelmed, and burnt out. You already know that in the body, there's a bunch of things going on. You might think that that's just in your brain, but in reality, the body is processing. Hey, how does it feel to having your chakras unblocked? Do you feel lighter and more energized? You do. There's more energy there. Instead of being consumers of energy, which is what happens in our body when we are stuck, we are giving out or projecting energy. So chakras are just vortex of energy that are supposed to turn right and turn left, the movers of energy. And when we are stuck, that energy is really slow, and it makes us feel stuck in our physical body, in our physical life. So if this is you in your business, I want you to know that the first thing that I recommend before you do anything else, before you take another course, before you take anything else, right, is that you really have to give yourself the opportunity to disconnect from what you're feeling right now. Meaning you have to understand that the feelings that you have will also pass, and that you are doing something right now that are either increasing those feelings or decreasing them. I'm going to tell you what is increasing feelings. Remember that we've been speaking all this week about how feelings are really the language of the body, and that you can't feel different than how you think, and that what connects you to this 3D reality, to the way that you feel, is your environment and the things that you see. So if you are scrolling on Instagram or on TikTok, what you're doing is you are diminishing your natural dopamine. And dopamine is the hormone that we want, that makes us feel happy and motivated and excited, right? If you are sitting and just giving all your power away to a TV and the news and how terrible the world is, and if you are participating in conversations that are disempowering, it's never going to work out, you are so, what is the word? When somebody says, like, you're so delusional, nothing is going to work for you, you are using your senses, your eyes, your mouth, and your ears to connect to an environment that is only going to make your feeling of being stuck and overwhelmed and not capable and self-doubt yourself even more. So when you are in that situation, the first thing that you want to try to do is lower your brain waves. And this is not hard. This is very easy. The reason why you want to lower your brain waves is because when you do that, you start operating from survival, from fear, from anger, from guilt, from self-sabotage. And all you need to do, like I've said it 100 times, a technique is brain-heart coherence. You can be even laying in bed, you bring all of your attention to your heart, and you are imagining that you are breathing in and out of your heart, in and out of your heart. That sends the signals to your body. It sends the signal to your body. It is safe, you can breathe, there's no predator coming after you. Why do you want to start there? Because if you try to do something still feeling like crap, you are overriding the way that your body is acting at the moment, and that is going to last very little. So the first thing that you want to do is, okay, am I associating or connecting to things that I don't want to see? The news, disempowering friends, toxic relationships. For a moment, stop that, put a timer, and try to get to 3 to 5 minutes of brain heart coherence. You're going to feel a physical relief in your body. That allows you to have a little bit of space, literally, and to downgrade the emotions of survival, negativity, being stuck, I can't do this, it won't work. That's the first thing that you want to do. Just doing that is going to literally get you out of that state, right? Once you do that, a way to process or challenge limiting beliefs, which is what determine our habits, our actions, and our life, is to set a timer for 15 minutes and brain dump. At the beginning, you can even scribble. You can even, you don't have to know what you're going to write. Trust the process. Why? Because when you trust the process, you're going to involve your prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain that is involved with emotions, the area of the brain that makes you have to think about how you feel, and you're going to start brain dumping. After you do those two things, you are going to feel so much better, just like I can breathe. Okay? That's where you start. Why? Because if you are trying to grow a business, if you are trying to gain more clients, I want you to remember what we talked about yesterday's podcast. You can say that you feel so empowered and that you are so confident and that you are the best at what you do. But if that is not what you are believing, since we are all connected by this resonance field, this field of energy, how you market, how you show up, what you say is infused with your emotions, with your energy. Sometimes people are like, wow, the art of manifestation, it just flowed to me. Things just happened. They just came to me. Right. But if you go and you look at your emotional state, what you were emitting, it was a state of flow, a state of the present moment. It was a state of non-attachment or not trying to control anything. So the first rule to get out of stuck, to increasing your sales, to having more confidence, to making more money, is controlling or becoming aware of your emotional state. That is going to change for you. I put my name to it. You can try it and let me know how it goes. Literally, that is going to change for you. What can I do if my body mind goes in survival mode and I start to feel fear when I go to sleep? The same thing. Can I get your podcast times again in the meditations as well? Yes. My podcast is Prospera Mama. I also upload it on YouTube. If you Google Prospera Mama, my page will come up with my podcast and all the episodes. And the meditations, you mean the meditation membership that I have, or it's on my website as well. So the first thing is doing that. And listen, I'm going to tell you something. Yesterday, this all started because yesterday I was talking to one of my clients and she was saying, like, Vanessa, I feel so disempowered. I don't know how to get out of this. I have tried so many things. When we are really in that emotional roller coaster, we think we have tried everything, and maybe that's not 100% accurate, that we have tried everything or that we have a clear path. But what we do is we start and stop, we start and stop, we start and stop. Why? Because again, we connect to our environment. So let's say that you're doing super well, you're showing up, I don't know, whatever it is that you're doing in your business, you're getting clients, and then all of a sudden, you, because of what you connected with your senses, what you're watching, what you're saying, what you're participating in, that emotion again of disempowering comes up. And guess what happens? The body always keeps the score. So if you have been accustomed to feeling disempowered and self-doubting yourself and lacking confidence and not feeling empowered, whatever it is, right? Or if you are addicted to self-sabotage, remember in the other, how can I sign up for a one-on-one? I think I have one more one-on-one sessions left for the rest of the month because I only opened 10. If you message me on Instagram, I can give you the information. I have one more session, I believe, for next week. Okay, what about Instagram's lives? Are you still on TikTok? I am on TikTok. Yes, this is TikTok right now. So when you are in that moment of stopping and starting, it might feel like you have tried everything, but in reality, it's just your addiction to self-sabotage. Listen, please. It's not that you are a bad person. It's not that you can't achieve your goals. It's not that you are lacking any skill, because anything can be figure outable. Anything can be, sorry, I meant times. Okay, so the meditation club that we did is Mondays at 9 a.m. We have a private Zoom for meditation and healing. We do brain heart coherence all together, and you have a private Facebook group there. That is Mondays at 9 a.m. And then usually I'm coming on TikTok at around 11 a.m. I want to say, sometimes a little bit earlier, but around that time. So it's not that you can't get out of it. It's not that you can't have, listen, the reason why you treat your emotional state, which is the same thing as treating your energetic state, is because you're going to make it easier for yourself. You are going to lower the volume on fear. And ask yourself right now, if I didn't have, you're welcome, my love. Thank you for your support always. If I didn't have fear, what would I dare to do? If I wasn't self-doubting myself constantly, what would I dare to do? Or what would I believe that I was able to do? And, you know, based on the information that I know of quantum physics and neuroscience, everyone has this incredible potential. And look at it like we have been programmed to believe that we can achieve something. And those programs have created addictions in our brain as strong as a chemical or a substance addiction. And every human is moved based on emotions. And if it's very easy for us to revert back to our old personality or the person that we no longer want to be, right? It's very easy because it feels comfortable. It doesn't mean that that is what you should be doing, but it just feels like a comfort thing. Like when you eat comfort foods that you're like, oh my God, I know deep down inside that maybe this is not the healthiest, but I feel good eating it. It's the same thing. And when you understand that and you have that level of awareness, the first thing that you're going to do is stop judging yourself. You are doing this based on protection mechanism, based on your body trying to keep you safe. Yeah, you are doing this based on something that is what you have programmed your body and your mind to think is the correct thing. When you start changing the way, thank you, Sonia, for sharing. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been so amazing this week. We sold out of our one-on-one sessions. You guys have joined my meditation membership. You guys have joined the Align CEO, my program for coaches. So I want to just thank you so much. And I have to go shortly, but what I wanted to say is, listen, start now and start today, because change really starts with you changing the way that you think. And I promise you that your mind is subjective. Everything that I share, you can Google it and you can come back. If you find something that is not true that I'm sharing with you, you can do that. And you will see that the mind loves repetition. And maybe you have been repeating to yourself for 20 or 30 years, I can't do this doesn't work out, who am I will never achieve my dreams, let me give it up, whatever it is. There's no judgment there. I could care less. That's the past. It holds no power over you. The only moment we have is right this moment right now. So if you start right now by changing the way that you think. You know, when I started this journey, let me finish with this. I was in so much debt. I was going through a bankruptcy. I felt like shit. I felt like nothing worked for me. I would give up so easy. I thought that I was working all day and all the time and never saw any results. And the only thing that I had to cling on was these concepts. And I had to repeat to myself that everything is happening in my favor. Everything is happening in my favor. I can do this. I am enough. I am capable, even if I didn't believe it. Does that make sense? I didn't believe it at that moment. It wasn't something that I was waiting to believe. Does that make sense? This is who I want to talk to today. Maybe somebody that isn't feeling so good, because I know the feeling, right? I know that feeling of depression and anxiety and sadness and wanting something but feeling that you can't really achieve it. Somebody, again, every time I've been coming on, you guys have been signing up for one-on-one sessions. Somebody again has my link. I don't know if you guys are waiting into like I say they're sold out or what, but I get every time I've been going on, it's happening on live when I come on. I don't know, maybe you just remember. Maybe it's that you guys remember. So remember, your emotional state is something you can control. How do you lower your brain waves? You breathe in and out of your heart, and you put a timer for 3 to 7 minutes. Stop acting like you can't overcome a thought that you have and take power over your life. Because if you want to grow a business, my friend, this is the first thing that you need to understand. You have to stop acting like, oh, I have a bad thought, I can't get out of it. No, your mind is subjective. It loves repetition and it will follow you on that. When you have a thought, your body, your brain sends the signal to the body breaks that thought down in corresponding chemicals that are equal to emotions. And your mind is subjective. You have something called neuroplasticity in the brain. It's like Play-Doh. You can rewire your mind and you can send different signals to your body. And why do you want to do this? Because humans only move based on how they feel emotionally. The emotional output, that feeling of success, of confidence, of presence, that is what you are chasing. And you might think you're chasing the 10K months, which has become a thing or a status for being wealthy online, or you're chasing the next client, or you're chasing whatever it is, right? The next relationship. You are chasing the emotion that outcome means for you. So changing your emotional state is going to make such a huge difference in your life. Yes. Do you have to maybe give up some things for others? Man, you're so on point. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that it's resonating, you know? Yes, you probably have to change your emotional state, but what does that mean? I mean, you probably have to give up a few things for other things. What does that even mean? That means that, give me 1 second. Let me start opening the Zoom for my coaching client. Just if she shows up, I'll go. Give me 1 second. Here it is, right? Where is it? Here it is. But what does that mean? It means that, give me 1 second. The dog is going to bark horribly. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Okay, the dog didn't bark. I don't know why, but I'm happy. So any sabotage thoughts are fixable through breathing? Okay, so that's a good question. So what happens is when you're having self-sabotaging thoughts, right? It's really that you want to see remember we talked about addicting chemicals of survival? So your body is craving, like an addict. I want those chemicals even if they're good or bad, right? It's just an addiction. Okay, perfect. So your body is craving that. So we sabotage or self-sabotage because we know that is going to give us the chemicals that our body is asking for. And when you're in that state, there is lack of coherence in your body. Your fear center, your amygdala is activated. You're like, all of the alerts in your system, brain and body are going off. Like, literally, you can't think straight. Ask yourself, when I am feeling disempowered or self-sabotaging myself or feeling like crap, can I think straight or clearly? No, I can't. So when you start breathing in and out, what it does is it opens literally the communication between the brain and the heart. And it tells the heart, I'll tell you in a second. It tells the heart, it's okay. It's okay. You're safe. No one is coming to chase you. No one is coming after you. Nothing bad is going to happen. So what happens in the brain is that center of fear, your amygdala, starts shutting down. Your prefrontal cortex, the one of your emotions, start telling you, like if it was your body speaking, it's okay. You can breathe, you can think, you have space for ideas, you have space for creativity, you have space for motivation. It's literally like you are trading off survival emotions for creation emotions. And then if you guys have been with me all week or all year or all 9 years, then you know that what does that mean? If I'm not living off of survival emotions, I am living off of creation emotions. And what are creation emotions? Love and presence and confidence. And what does that even, why should I even care? Because I hold as a human an electromagnetic field. It's a field of energy that carries information that I put out. And I am only a magnet to that field. So you're making your body feel better. That is going to give you an emotion that's going to let you continue. And you are becoming a little magnet to the things that you do want to see in your life. Hello, my love, Erica. So it's important that you understand that that is your, what do you coach on? Hi, Maria. I am a coach for healers and coaches that want to create a coaching framework. So I teach how to identify these emotional blocks like self-sabotage and limiting beliefs in themselves and in their coaching clients so they can actually help someone move through it. I love what you're saying. Oh, thank you for being here. Yeah, so listen, again, I'm sharing this. I usually don't come on here on a Saturday, but I'm following you. You're giving so much value. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm sharing this because I have a coaching session. My client isn't here yet, but the reason why is because I told you that yesterday I had a coaching session and my client was feeling so disempowered. And when we're feeling disempowered, remember I told you that your vision goes convergent? She couldn't see anything positive in her life. She couldn't. Everything was like, I have tried to take this coaching business off the ground for so long. Nothing is working. My clients are not seeing results, because that is where coaches usually get stuck, right? When somebody falls in love truly with a coaching profession, they want to do it because they want to help heal someone, or they want to help someone transform their life or overcome something. And if you are a coach or a healer, let me know below. Is that not one of the main reasons? Don't go anywhere. I was supposed to get ready. I'm not. I'm going to bring my charger, okay? Because this charger is about to die. I don't know what's going on. Or maybe it is that I need... Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Please tap on the screen. I'll be back. If you have any questions, let me know below. I was meant to refine you today. Missed your positive vibes and talks. Yay! Hi, my love. All my girls are here. I was waiting for my client, but I have the Zoom open. She's not here yet, so we can keep on chit-chatting while she comes. I'm going to get the charger, because I don't know why this one is not charging. I'll be back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Let's see if this is the problem. I don't know if that is the problem or not. Something else that I want to share with you guys now that we're here and my client isn't here yet. Is it charging? Let's see. I hope so. I want to be a coach too. Yes, for me, it's like the most rewarding thing ever. You know, it's to help someone overcome it. And the reason why I did this was because what I teach about energetics, you can use in any business. I have like realtor clients, small business consultants. What else? Different types of women entrepreneurs. But the reason I decided to do this was because two reasons. The first one is because when in traditional coaching, they don't really teach how to get to the root cause and how to create a coaching framework. And I feel that a lot of healers and coaches are so needed. Like, I feel that that is the essence of a human. And when we're not taught that, we give up because we think that we're not good enough, or that our coaching isn't giving transformation. I feel like it could be applied to parenting so much too. Yes, not only business, life in general. Yeah, absolutely. I have a client that also signed up for the Align CEO just because she wanted it for herself, which was funny. I was like, are you sure? This is usually like a business thing. It talks also about marketing and things like that. She's like, I don't care, I want that. I was like, okay. But I did this because a lot of people would give up, or they would stay in the one-on-one sessions. And one-on-one sessions is, think about it for like this. in one-on-one session, you are just creating an awareness, and you're going to help somebody rewire the way they think and the way they feel and the way they act, so they have different results. At the beginning, we're not even aware of the root cause of why we act the way we act. And resistance is a huge one. It's a comfort thing for our brain and body. So in one session, the person probably is going to leave feeling better, but soon after that, the resistance is going to come back in, and they're going to feel that it feels easier to stay where they were than to move forward. So that's me. I'm not in the business aspect, but I want it all for my personal daily life. Yeah, I have clients like that. I mean, how do I become your client? So it depends what you want to do. I have a very low ticket meditation membership, and it actually talks about self-sabotage and things like that. And you can join. It's on my website, or you can write to me through Instagram. And then the Align CEO is a coaching program, but that is a little bit more like for someone that's already a coach and that already, they just want to make more money. Really, they want to create like a framework that they can sell over and over again. So you can decide, you can message me any questions that you have, things like that. So, okay, I started this live saying that I was sharing what one of my clients said, right? And just like yesterday, Ivana was on. I don't know if she's on here now. She usually is on. Maybe my client didn't come. It's 10:39, 10 minutes after. That is it. That's the grace period that I give, because it's up to you. So we have more time to chat. The mind is subjective, and you can 100% achieve whatever it is that you want. But you have to have balls to go after it, and you have to have a clear vision. And that means that you put down the phone and you stop scrolling and stop comparing yourself, and really energize where it is that you want to be and take action. I'm going to give you not a secret, because I'm not going to keep anything, because I think that's so stupid. Your routine, if you tell me your routine, I will tell you your life. Not only because your routine is associated to your root chakra, which has to do with the money in your life and how safety you feel, but your routine is so important in your life. Listen, since you guys are friends, okay? You guys are my tribe, my community of empowered women that love energetics. It's a dream come true. I say this all the time. TikTok is my favorite platform, and I say this all the time. This is my dream come true. That I have friends that I can talk to about this, and they're like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to tell you something. I had a client, and I was telling her, if you want to remove self-sabotage, have a strong routine. Thank you, Maggie. You sweet women. I love you guys. Thank you so much. You have to have a routine. Sometimes self-sabotage is so strong that I remember this client saying, I don't want to have a routine because then I feel that I am constricted. That is a complete opposite. You're telling me you want to grow a 6-figure business, right? You're telling me that you want to be the CEO of your business. Yes. Okay, so you have to act like one. And I don't know of any successful CEO that has traits of disorganization, that doesn't have a schedule, that doesn't plan out. Just by you planning out, you are creating something in your brain called metacognition. And metacognition is when you are rewiring your brain to the vision that you want in the future. Hello, my love. I haven't seen you guys in a little bit. So another thing that I want to share with you is, and how do I know this? Because one of the first things that I would teach in the Align CEO is that schedule. You have to follow it. And your most important asset, whether you want to believe it or not, is managing your energy. It's you have to do that. Imagine, look, your brain takes direction from how you feel and what you say to it. So if you manage your energy in the morning and you're like, today's going to be an amazing day, you are activating something called an RAS, which is a reticular activating system. And the only purpose of your RAS is to what? Give you Snapchats of what you're saying to it. So you already know you're on the right path. a few minutes of meditation or heart-brain coherence, you are amplifying your electromagnetic field. What does that mean? You believe more in your future and you give a damn what anybody has to think, or you're going to think twice before giving your energy in the form of getting upset or caring about what somebody else says. A coworker, a parent, a family member, anything like that. This is not about ego or disrespect. I think I need to start first. What does that mean? Wow, so much gold. Met with a friend yesterday and we planned the next quarter. Confirmation, 100%. The other thing is, of course, you need clarity in what you're developing, right? That's more of like marketing. Like, you need clarity. You need to understand where your clients are, what transformation you're going to give them. You also need to know what they think they want and what they truly want, which are two different things. I don't know why a lot of coaches and healers struggle with uncovering what their client truly wants. I think it's because they feel internally maybe they can't give that transformation, but I'm here to tell you that that's not true. And of course, your marketing activities are very important, right? That's very important, but it's more important the energy by which you do them. Because if you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I have to market, I have to show up today, what a pain. I can't do this, it's not working, it doesn't matter what I do, it doesn't work. No one is signing up for my program, I don't see any opportunities, and you still do the work, guess what? That's what you're infusing. That's the underlining message. That's what you're saying without words. And then it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You don't have clients, you don't grow, you know, things like that are important. And the last thing that I think is really important, which for me was a game changer in how my clients had faster results. Listen, there's a universal law that says, thank you. You guys are on fire today. I love you guys. There's a universal law that says that you only receive what you feel worthy of receiving. Nothing else. Right? Self-worth is not ego. Self-worth is self-love. It's learning to teach your body what the feeling of appreciation feels like. It's teaching your body, again, what feelings of joy feel like. It's so incredibly important. I wish I could stay here all day really sharing that, because that is life-changing. When you are taking action, ask yourself, is this representative of somebody that is demonstrating self-love and self-worth? So if I am scrolling instead of doing something that I have to do, is that representative of self-love? Is that the most self-loving thing I can do for myself? Or is the most self-loving thing that I can do for myself is try to do something that is beneficial, that right now feels a little bit uncomfortable, but it's going to leave me feeling empowered, and I'm going to release dopamine, and good things are going to happen. That is it. My client Vanessa, literally, she told me again yesterday, I haven't shared that message on Instagram because I've been busy, but she told me again, she was like, Vanessa, you don't understand, like, clients are coming to me. You know what? She had no proof before that it was going to work. She had no assurance other than really taking into, I feel so much joy listening to you. Aw, you're moving energy, actually. Good morning. So I attract real people to purpose, authenticity, resilience, and abundance. Oh, I love that. That's a powerful statement. So when you see these things work, right, what happens? You believe more in it. You want to do it more. And it's never about a perfect journey. And one of the things that I was talking to my client yesterday, I was telling her, you know, if not now, when? If not now, when? If your desire to grow that business is something that you can't get away from or rid from, or babe, I'm on live. If your desire to be a more present parent because you don't have to worry about your bills, or because you're tired of self-doubting yourself, or because you truly want to work for yourself and not go to an office, and because you want to see, we are so smart, and yet we try to downplay it. Whatever makes you feel alive inside is what you're supposed to be doing. My background is in public administration, and I owned a construction company that today is no longer in my ownership, but because of what we planted, it's a very highly successful construction company that has made millions of dollars. I have the receipts. And we had contracts with Coca-Cola and different things for different vendors, right? And my coaching brings me so much life that when I finish doing this, I feel alive. This is not a job. I feel it's an honor for me to have an audience to share information with. Looking for houses and construction also gives me joy. Doing administrative work is the worst thing for me. Doing things that automate my business is the worst thing. I have to trick my brain when I'm sitting down to do it. That desire that you have it for a reason. And think about it like this. When you don't want to do something, but you have to do it, think about it honestly. It is really the resistance in my body. My nervous system is accustomed to this. I'm not going to judge myself. And the second thing is, if not now, when? When? Right? When somebody says, that's cringy, I don't want to do it. Oh my God, Vanessa, I've been in bed for over 2 hours with no energy. You just gave me life. Oh, my girl, you just gave me life. I love that. You see, for me, I leave here energized. I leave here like, oh, I love this. And I wouldn't change it for anything, It's a privilege. So ask yourself, really, my client, after our session, she had an incredible session. She's like, I can't believe it. Sometimes we just need a small reminder. There's nothing wrong with you. I will not fall for that. You are terribly wrong. There's something wrong with you. I don't care if you've tried 100 times. Good for you. You're resilient. This is going to be your 101, and that's going to be part of your story. I don't care if you have done 100 things and they didn't work out. The time is now and the day is today, right? Aww, so honored. Because what is the choice? My girls that have gone through my program, they laugh and they tell me, Vanessa, what is the choice? Stay stuck in my head. What is the option? It's true. What is the option? I stay stuck, victimizing myself of how I can't do this, or I take action. You have two choices. You don't have three. Unfortunately, there's only two. I take action or I don't. That's it. And then you can't complain for the results that you didn't get for the action that you didn't take. Yeah, absolutely. It's the truth. It's the truth, and everything you can build on. Your confidence, the more that you do it, the more confident you're going to become. Energetically, you are taking bondages off that frequency or that information that says you can't do it, nobody's going to believe you, all that. So why did I want to share this with you guys? I wanted to share this because I know what it feels like to be feeling like crap, and to feel like nothing is ever going to work, and to jump from shiny object syndrome to shiny object syndrome to shiny object syndrome. And the moment that my business really exploded was the moment that, not everybody has to go through a similar situation. I really had no other option. I had no choice. Either I made this work or I didn't. There was really no maybe I would make this work. And that allowed me to overcome anything that said, oh, this is cringy, oh, don't do this, what are they going to say? I didn't have any space, and I didn't have any money for that. I just had to make it work, right? That's what I wanted to do. There was no other option. It was it. Sometimes I think it's good to be in a situation like that, honestly, because at least for me, I couldn't really turn anywhere. You better get to this. And, it was a lot of times, I don't want to sugarcoat this, where I had to learn things that I thought I wasn't going to be able to do and I wasn't going to be able to learn. And I would cry in my computer. And this is not a sob story. Like, there's no victim in this. This is part of the journey. And I would get up and I would walk around and I would take like 15 minutes and I would breathe into my heart and I wouldn't feel shit. I wouldn't be like, oh, now I feel so amazing and incredible. I was just like, I knew that physiologically I was changing. And then I would sit down and I would continuously tell myself, I can do this. I'm learning it. Take one step at a time. Take 2 hours, and after 2 hours you can go and have a coffee. Everything is working. Everything is going to be okay, Vanessa. Everything. And it worked. And it worked. So I hope that you do something today for your future. I hope that you change your energy. But more importantly, I'm going to put this up on YouTube. If you have to listen to it every day, do that. Do yourself that act of self-love. Love yourself enough to do it. Because if this inspired you, if this moved energy, if this allowed you to create a new level of awareness, amen. Amen, Maria. Do it. Because I don't want you to come here disempowered and leave empowered and then that to last a little bit. Because your change in energy or your change in emotions means a change in your electromagnetic field. And that today you're going to react and act towards the people around you, towards your children, towards your clients, towards your family, towards yourself differently. And you want to keep that going. You're going to be a more loving leader, a more loving business owner, a more loving and present parent. You're going to keep that going. I don't want you to come here and just take this and feel good for a little bit. I want you to be it, right? Does that make sense? I want you to be it. I want you to be it starting today, because today is the only time we have. Don't fall for that illusion that tomorrow, you know, that's actually a way to trick your brain. You're not going to do it if you say tomorrow. I'm not asking you to buy anything. I'm not selling anything to you. I am telling you to change the way you think. I'm giving you science and telling you that your brain is subjective and that you can absolutely do that. You see how you maybe started this life feeling disempowered and now you are leaving empowered? The more you do that, eventually it's going to become your personality. It's going to become the way that you think and the way that you feel. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I'm going to check on you tomorrow. We're going to do a little bit of brain-heart coherence together. People don't know this, but the energy that you generate when you do brain-heart coherence with 8 or more people, it's like if it was 100 people meditating. And that energy is used to heal. That energy is used to energize our goals. That energy is used to overcome. That energy is used to clear your chakras. So you don't have to go pay anyone to clear them. So I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. I'm fixing my little side of the podcast so you guys can meditate with me on that side. And let me know, let me know what was something that you're taking and make it an intention. And when you feel like not doing it, overcome yourself. Show yourself how powerful you are. I swear to you, you are so powerful. Like, what makes you think if you are a human that what somebody else has been able to accomplish, you can't accomplish it? It's a lie. It's a belief. And your brain is neuroplastic. Just like you believe that belief and that lie, you can believe a new one. Stop, just stop playing small. That drives me crazy. Don't do it out of an act of self-love. Oh, you're delusional. I don't care. Delusional or not, my dreams are coming true in front of my face, and it's the same thing for you. So I'd rather be delusional than be angry, fearful, full of guilt, resentment, comparing myself. Oh, thank you. God, I hope I can do it. No, it's a declaration. I'm going to do it. If there is 1 million meditators in the world, what makes me think that I am almost like entitled that I can't learn? Of course. Maybe that year was preparing you. That is it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to Google brain heart coherence and I'm going to start breathing in and out of my heart and see if I feel a difference. Yes, tomorrow we're gonna do it at 10 a.m. Okay, my loves, I have to go finish doing what I have to do. I have a food truck today with Balin. But if you have any questions, Instagram is the best way. TikTok is still a little funky for sending and receiving messages. I will be back tomorrow at 10. Make sure that you're like in a quiet space. We'll do a little bit of a meditation. You're very welcome. I love you guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow.